What's up guys, this is Carlos and today we are gonna be playing the Mad King's Redemption. This is one of the demos I found on Steam. As soon as I got into it, dude, the music is actually really good. Like, I liked it. It has interesting tones, some kind of a fast pace, like you're always fighting some bosses, and yeah, it brings that action into this roguelike. So yeah, let's get into the game, let's see how it is. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, because I'm gonna be doing more of these explorations of demos and roguelikes and all kinds of games, and if you wanna see some what's new in the industry, please do follow, guys. Now, the next thing, once we enter the game, one of the main things you see is that you have for 1 player and 2 players, so that means there is gonna be some kind of an online gameplay, which I would really like to see. It wasn't available here, so I couldn't really try it out, but yeah, I cannot wait for that. So once you go into the 1 player, we see we can choose from 2 starting characters. We have one character that's Valraven, and he's like a sword master, a warrior. And then we have another character that's an assassin, and her name is Darkblade. I tried out both characters, they are cool, they have different abilities, they have different starting abilities, different attacks. So yeah, really interesting, and as you can see they have different stats. Also we have more options for the characters. There is total 8 characters, but I'm not sure if we can yet unlock any other ones. Maybe we can unlock the 2 ones because they are not red, but I'm not 100% sure about it. I didn't manage to unlock them this time. We chose Valraven, and let's see how it goes. Now, as soon as we got into the game, we realized something. It's made for using a controller. It's not really made for using a keyboard and mouse, because as you can see, the controls for the keyboard and mouse are just all over the place and don't make sense and are not really great to play as. Now, I almost never use controller on my PC, but I did manage to connect my PS4 controller after like 2 hours of trying it, because for some reason it didn't work. I don't know why, it just didn't want to work. So yeah, we managed to connect it, and now we went into another game where we actually played it for the first time and saw how it works. So now that we set up the controls, as you can see, once you run to the right side, you can enter the first level. Now, when you enter the first level, you get 2 choices. You get 1 choice, 2 choices of abilities actually. And both of those abilities, you have multiple options, but they're really cool. Now, one thing about the abilities is, for some reason they use your health. And in a roguelike, it's a very weird decision, especially at the start, because at the start you don't have much health, and at the start it's just a pain in the ass. And that's why we kind of exploited the game a bit, because the game can be very easily exploited and you don't have to play constantly through it, because if I attempted to upgrade everything, you have to upgrade. I'm gonna talk about upgrades later, but if I attempt to upgrade everything, it would take easily a shit ton of hours. So yeah, we found some exploit which we are also gonna talk about. And yeah, we went to our first game. I wouldn't say it was the greatest, because we took so much damage, dude. Every time you use that ability, you just kill yourself, you know. It's really not good, and enemies easily hit you. So after that, we found out that at the mage you can upgrade your stuff. Now the mage allows you for some really cool upgrades, and upgrades that are gonna help you a lot. But they're expensive upgrades, as we said, and you really don't get too much gold per each run. Even if you make it far, you really don't get enough gold, I would say. So one of the main upgrades we found out is that you can return 1% health every 1 second. And that's the best possible upgrade you can have, especially when your abilities use the health, you know. Because your health can also return outside of the combat, and you can just wait in the level until you return all of the health. So, to get that, we found out about something. Every time you enter the level, at the start of the level, you have 100 gold hidden in a cave. And you can just jump down into that cave, collect the 100 gold. But here is the thing. That's the most gold you're gonna get. Even if you go through 10 stages, the most gold you will get is from that 100. So what did we think about? Well, we accidentally left the game after we collected the 100 gold to main menu. And I realized, you see on main menu it says new run. But it's not really a new run. It continues you with the gold you have left off and the upgrade. So it's not new, it's the same thing, you know. So what did we do? Since the gold is so hard to earn, we started going into the game, into the level, collect the 100 gold, main menu, and start new game where you have all the gold and all the upgrades, and then just did it like 30 times. And then I managed to upgrade one of my abilities. And that ability costs 1500 or something like that. And once we upgrade it, that's returning 1% health every 1 second, which that means we can finally use our abilities normally. So yeah, we managed to upgrade all of those things and then we continued further on. Now, the next time we went into the level, we managed to actually defeat a shit ton of enemies. We almost managed to get to the last boss, which is really good, almost. Now, we came back, upgraded some more stuff, and then the next one we did really manage to get to the last boss. Now, the boss defeated us, sadly. Yeah, the last boss defeated us. I wanna talk about abilities more, because the last boss, yeah, we're gonna come back to him. Abilities, really good. You have quite a few options now. I would maybe like them to be a bit more spatial. I don't know, they all feel very cluttered, really near you, and they don't have enough range, I would say. Now, AV ability seem to be really good. There is some spinning wheel that also does a lot of damage. But yeah, that's pretty much for the abilities. I don't know how much I like that whole lose HP thing and the choices at the start. Maybe add a third choice, because with the choices they're always gonna have a debuff, because for some reason the Mad King is giving you the power-ups, you know. So they're always gonna have debuffs. Now, when we go to the last boss, the only problem, it's a good boss. It has some few mechanics, okay, but the problem with the boss was kinda that he had some invulnerable thing where you just need to wait for him to... Yeah, you couldn't even break that invulnerable. There was no specific way to break it. You just had to wait, from what I noticed. Now, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I didn't notice it right, but you had to wait. So yeah, he managed to kill us in the last second, sadly, and we did not manage to defeat him. So, for my final thing about the game, I think it's really good. Both of the characters have amazing gameplay. There is things that I would fix, like the start of the game, because it's really slow. I mean, it's a roguelike, what can you expect, but still, it feels really slow considering you have an exploit that you can use and you can actually get to the really good part faster. So yeah, some of those things may be fixed. I would maybe nerf the exploit, but add more gold overall through the level when you destroy things around, because they rarely drop anything. I mean, they do drop it, they drop like 10 gold, which is nothing. So yeah, that's my thing about this game. If you like the video, if you want to try out the game, go wishlist it on Steam, and please do subscribe to see more of the videos, and thank you everybody for watching.